association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Quack. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Ricky ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Ricky. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course. And with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. He finds himself in a share of 7th. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole. Oh, that was pure. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there. Get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Well, that's huge momentum they're bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle. Time to hit another good drive. Quality shot, that one. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Oh, man.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Oh, yeah. A thing of beauty.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
He's currently sitting in first place. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either, but with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Well, Rich, you think they're going to make this one?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
That'll sting a bit. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Okay,
steady now.
Oh, man.
Putting now for a bogey. Ouch, that
Ja,
hurts.
zu weit nach links gezielt. Oh,
Just
scheiße,
a
was
tiny
mache ich
putt
denn,
is
ey?
all that remains.
Was mache ich denn?
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Das war
He's
Boogie,
one
ne?
stroke behind his rival in this event.
Doppelboogie, glaube ich. Weiß nicht.
Wow.
Scheiße.
That was handy holding out from there. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Sitting at -1, currently tied for first place. Oh, absolutely flushed. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Ah, that's frustrating. And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has. And whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging. He's affable. He looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Ah, knapp, ey.
Appears to have overcooked this one. Just 3 feet to the cup. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Looking at the scoreboard, they currently sit in 2nd place, behind Jon Rahm. This hole here is a par 4. Ah, great shot. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers.
Ach,
and I
Mann,
feel that
ey,
we might even
scheiße.
have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon
Mann,
Rahm, Rich.
ey.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be #1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
But not a bad approach. He'll be putting. And a chance to move into a tie for 2nd here. Ooh, right by the hole. It's just about 3 feet away.
If they can sink this, they'll pull ahead of Fowler. This could get interesting.
Jon Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard. You like that, didn't you? Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Just a couple back from our leader. Opting for the 5-iron. Wow, what a shot. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Well, it would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par never hurts. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Hold this putt and a chance for second place. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. That's inside the range, and that will take him to
birdie.
2 under. So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Luke, top 10 on the leaderboard and moving up. It'll be interesting to see how this player performs over the next 9 holes.
Second shot here on the 10th hole. That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Setting up in the first cut. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh, that would have been outstanding to make the eagle. Okay, time to return to the action. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Birdie.
As we move along to the next hole, they're currently tied at the top of the leaderboard with John Rahm.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing. The tempo there was exquisite.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in John Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think John Rahm's name would be number 1. Because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the John Rahm era right now.
Perfect.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. That silky touch from around the greens. A lovely shot to chip in. And that will take him to 1 under. What an opportunity to make a birdie. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And that will take him to 5 under. We've arrived at a par 4.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next.
Beautiful swing there. And he's down there.
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Ah, schlecht.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. It's got a chance.
Jo.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Gutes
Now,
Paar.
who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view, bailing out to the left in the bunker. Not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. What's in front of them, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Mark it down. That's
drin.
6 birdies today. And that will
Birdie.
take him to 6 under. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second. That was wonderfully done. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. Opting for the 5-wood. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Ah, zu weit. Viel zu weit.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going forward in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky. And there it goes from the sand. Okay, let's get back to the action. They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
Oh, so close. A 7-footer right here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
A couple of
Birdie.
birdies on the bounce as they make a move with just a few holes to play.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole. Second shot here on the 16th. No feet coming up to the cup. That gets the job done. Leading by 4 strokes after that one.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like. What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, just missed.
Ah,
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Just
Nah.
didn't drop.
Boogie.
This one for bogey. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Ooh,
Ah,
that
fast.
almost went down. And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all. That was a gallant attempt. Not the end of the world.
There's another chance here to... Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
Well, what a memorable moment this is, Rich.
Players never forget their first ever PGA Tour win, nor will this player. Great job.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.